Hello, my friends, and welcome back to the Console Overwatch multi-tier tournament organized by the Console Gaming League. We got a Tier 6 matchup coming at you directly, but before we get into that, we got a special announcement coming at you from our friend Headrammer.
Hello, everyone, and thanks, Bullskunk, for giving me that intro there. So, won't keep you guys too long here, because I know it seems like a lot of you guys in chat wanna watch this Tier 6 matchup. But I know all you guys have been asking for a while, when are we gonna get updates on our GOATS tournament that we teased a while back, and I'm happy to announce, well, it's today, it's right now, actually. So, I'm proud to announce the CJL Overwatch Community GOATS tournament will be taking place during the month of July. Signups will go live July 6th and close July 12th, and the tournament will start on July 20th. Now, one of our most common questions we always get for these things is, is there a prize pool? What is the prize pool? How does that work? And I'm happy to announce that there will be a $1,000 prize pool distributed between the various Tier 6 tiers of each console and platform. $250 per platform and region at the top. And for tiers 1 through 5, you're not going to be completely left out in the dark. Based on community suggestion, we're going to be trying a crowdfunded prize pool via Matcherino, where people can either contribute directly to the prize pool via money, or you can kind of complete various actions, such as following a sponsored Twitter account, which will add, say, 50 cents to the prize pool for each one you do. So you don't even have to have money to contribute. You can just follow, and it will add to the overall prize pool for your tiers. And those will be distributed evenly across the lower tiers. Play. It'll take place over about 5 weeks, with 3 weeks of it being the group stages. So we're not going to be doing the traditional league format. It's going to take place much shorter. There'll be 3 weeks of a group stage where you have to play every team in your group at least once. Now, some tiers, depending on how many teams sign up, you might have to play teams in your group twice. And then the top teams in each group will go on to a playoff bracket that will take place during weeks 4 and 5. And this will take place using standard CGL tiers. So this is a tiered tournament, tiers 1 through 6 on Xbox, PS4, NA, and EU. It's going to be based off of season 22, 21, and 20 SR. So we're not going to be using a single season SR for this event this time, since those are a little bit abusable and more varied. So we're going to be basing off of 3 seasons of SR that have taken place after this season has placed. Now, again, it is a GOATS tournament. Now, one of the most common questions we get with GOATS tournament is, well, what do we think GOATS is? What do we consider GOATS is? So for this GOATS tournament, you can run Ryan or Winston. You can't run both at the same time. And then you have to have D.Va, and you have to have Zarya. You must run a Lucio, and then you can have any combination of Zen, Moira, Ana, and Brig for the last 2 supports. No Mercy, no BAP, and no DPS are allowed. So there's no Mate Goats, no Sombra Goats. I don't want those in my lobbies. And again, signups will go live July 6th on the CGO website. You'll be using your CGO account that you might have already created in the past for the current season. So pretty much very close to after the end of this season. You won't have to wait that long. We're not taking the year break. You're not going to have to wait. You're going to be able to immediately sign up for the GOATS tournament. Even potentially using your existing already CGL team or a new team. It's kind of up to you. And
Now,
yeah,
what would be the best way for teams to go about signing up?
Yeah, so if you're not already, join the CGL Overwatch Discord, discord.gg/consoleow, and that will get you into CGL Overwatch Discord, and keep an eye on the announcements channel. In that same channel, I'm going to be posting later today a more detailed document that lists everything out in exact detail, how it's being taken place. This is kind of just a little overall summary. But keep an eye out there. You'll get every information you need to sign up when they go live right there.
Poggers! Thank you so much, Headrammer. That is exciting stuff. I always love a good GOATS tournament. I'll be looking forward to this one. So y'all be sure to get your teams signed up. Let's get some GOATS on.
I love goats.
Love
I
me
miss
some
goats.
Yes, sir.
I miss goats.
Well, we're going to just take a very quick intermission, and we'll be right back with our Tier 6 matchup. Inde already with a 1-0 lead as we head into our hybrid map. We'll see you back here on map 2. Y'all don't go anywhere. Welcome back, my friends. Slight correction there. It was a Rapid taking the 1-0 lead. I apologize for any confusion headed into this. But we are going into map 2, and Inde have chosen Hollywood as our hybrid map this evening. I like me some Hollywood, Billy. I'm excited to head to California.
I mean, man, I love this map too. It's such a nice hybrid map. Just so many compositions that you can run into this.
Exactly.
I mean, the sky is the limit here. There's actually, some ability to run far. There's ability to run dive. There's ability to run death ball. There's the availability to run defensively double shielding. So, I mean, just the what we're going to see here from the tier 6 scene is what I'm looking forward to as we get to see the counterpart to our Xbox scene here in the NA tournament side. On the PS4 side, I want to see what kind of the meta is here. It's kind of like unwrapping a new package for us here. Do the meta stay the same in PS4 as they do in Xbox?
It's a very good question indeed, especially getting a glimpse of this tier 6 scene. It should be good stuff. Should be good stuff.
We get stuff. I'm looking forward to this. I want to see, is there going to be Echo play? I didn't see Echo there in the little bit that I was kind of glancing off to the side as the GOATS announcement was being made. By the way, huge pog in chat for the GOATS tournament that Headrabber just let us know about. But man, I really want to see Echo. I want to see, what kind of compositions they're running here.
Well, so far on the defense, looks like Inde is indeed bringing us a little bit of the Pharah Echo. Bringing us some dive tanks on the defense as well as a bit of an unusual pick. Well, and we are going to get a quick pause here. We're just going to go right back to our cameras while we wait for this pause to figure itself out. Not quite sure what the issue is here, but hey, gives us a chance to discuss what we might see.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it looks like Rapid on the defense right now is going to bring us the double flyer comp in the DPS pool. Little bit of a metal dive to it with the Winston and the Hammond, and then Mercy and Moira to keep them up. I like it. Who gets the pocket, though? Does the Mercy get the pocket? Or, I'm sorry, does the Pharah get the pocket? Mercy can't pocket herself. Or does the Echo?
That would be a
or
trick.
does the Echo get it? I mean, it just depends on where you put the staff, I guess.
Dude, that's a Mercy buff I could get behind.
Yes. Wait, looks like they've changed the map laws. Map debate.
No,
looks like
this is an escort.
This is an escort map.
Yeah, we should be on a hybrid map here, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I've got my rules up here in front of me.
That's all right. Let them do their thing. It's nobody will know. It's nobody's the wiser. But it does mean our compositions that we were just discussing might get swapped up a little bit here, as we're getting a bit of a reset on our lobby. Hey, it's okay. It'll give us a chance to take a look at our map screen. Get to show off this bad boy. A Rapid Inde take on the 2-1 victory on Lijiang. Start things off. And confirmed.
I see what the problem was. I see what the problem is now. It was accidentally on quick play settings.
Oh, well. So it would have just been a single-sided affair here.
In a single-sided affair.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, that would have been no attack there for Rapid. Hey, I'm glad we caught it now.
Headrabber Pog picking that up in our production booth for us as we look to see what is coming out here. Again, looks like the same defense being shown by them, with the exception of Lightwolf now going over to the Brigitte instead of the Moira.
I actually really like that pick. I think the Brig is going to get a lot more value, and you can also utilize the Brig to help protect any of your ground troops, kind of form not really a front line, but a place of safety for your team to peel back.
Mm-hmm. And also the armor packs are going to allow the Echo to get in there, do her thing, and get out.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. On the side of the attack, Inde coming out here with the Rhino and the D.Va. They're going to bring the McCree and the Sombra to put the hurt down. As we get a quick engagement, or at least a quick assault coming through from the dive defense. And just a slight kite back here for Inde as they regroup themselves, get their cooldowns ready to go.
Yep, and I think this nice little pathing down here on the bottom is going to be exactly what the doctor ordered. You got to focus the Winston out, take all the shielding gone.
Well, we're going to McCree keeping the pressure on the skies, making sure that the pharmacy combo doesn't have all the room in the world to work. Just making sure they know that they're being watched and they're being shot at, for that matter. Koyuki's going to find first blood here on Hollywood as the Lucio goes down. But does look like Inde able to return fire, pick off the Hammond. Not before he can drop his mines, though. Those mines doing some work. Duplicate coming through onto the Reinhardt, giving some extra shielding here. And the Pharah from Rapid raining those rockets from above. Man, this double air comp so far looking very successful, very strong coming out of Rapid.
Yeah, the quick pick on Pocket Size King in the beginning of that fight really cut the hamstrings out of the attack for Inde, and you know the pathing has got to be right. I think that the Sombra play right now only 11% towards the EMP, so not a hack been done yet, and you've got to get some more value out of that. Otherwise, it needs to be a swap off into something much more lethal.
Yeah, that barrage come online so fast. You can just see the amount of work Cap's been putting into the farm by how quickly that barrage came online. Speaking of, we're going to get a Primal Rage coming out on the side of the defense as well. The Primal thrown on top of Cafe, but D.Va right there with the Matrix, able to take him down. Trades coming through. The Echo's still on board here for the defense and finding some kills, taking out the Moira. And with that, a large source of sustain here for Inde on the attack. Nevertheless, Tracer able to find some kills. And they're 97% to getting to this point A captured and getting getting this snooty actor on his way to his trailer.
Oh my goodness. I mean, good focus fire there. Swapping off the Reinhardt and bringing out Winston of their... Sorry, I got tickled by that. Man, looking at ultimates though, you know, coming into this next fight, you know, depending on where the spawn came from, for the side of Rapid, you know, you've got self-destruct and a pulse bomb ready to go and a coalescence to keep the team up standing. Meanwhile, massive little bit of work here. Kyoki doing the duplicate onto the D.Va, almost to a self-defense or a self-destruct, ready to go.
Indeed, self-destruct's going to come out immediately as the dive takes still holding their ground on this point. That self-destruct didn't seem to find much. In fact, it's the Winston coming through from the other side. Cyber Ninja finding a pair of kills. Tracer there to help him out as well. And it's full steam ahead here for the cart.
Yep, 3 minutes left in the time bank to get it through the streets phase here in Hollywood. And you're looking at a 4-pack of ultimates on the side of Inde. Nothing being said on the other side. Looks like a massive wholesale swap to a double shield comp coming in for Rapid, as I think that they've decided that their dive defense has gone kaput.
Yeah, this is full-on swaps here. EMP coming through from the attacking team. 4 people caught immediately. 2 kills light of the feed. 3 and 4 right behind it. Tracer right there to follow up on all of those hacked targets. The Echo cannot survive. And this is going to be 2 points on the board here for Inde.
Yeah, that was a very fast streets phase. Maybe about a minute 10 to go through the streets phase. So great recapture of the time that it took them to kind of take the first point there. Now looking at it, I mean, you did waste. You invested quite a few into that, but you still got your DPS ultimates or your support ultimates online for the side from Inde. On the other side, you know, not much progress. You look like Coalescence will be the first one up. Maybe the duplicate from Koyuki. Sorry, I will get that out.
Yeah.
Koyuki.
Duplicate coming out as we speak. As a matter of fact, Reinhardt, the chosen target. First Earth Shatter is going to get blocked. Coalescence there from the attacking team. Going to burn the Echo right out of that duplicate form. But the countering core coming from the defense burns down the Reinhardt entirely. Lucio and Moira soon to follow with no more heals, no more tanks. Well, there's no more attack here for Inde.
Yeah, I mean, it's back to the drawing board here. Now, is there going to be a compositional shift from the other side? It does look like the Ryan Zarya is going to be the way to go here. So, I mean, tank battle versus tank battle. That's what's really winning this right here. Huge EMP!
Six man! Then a Maywall to deny any escape. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. 3 kills, light up the feed with a quickness. And that's going to mean the last 3 are pretty much easy pickings. Koyuki going down at the hands of the juiced up Zarya and just gliding into the end of point C. Inde putting up a fantastic assault with 2:12 left in the time bank.
Yeah, based upon their initial assault on the point A, you wouldn't have thought that they would have that kind of a time bank coming out of the attack phase as they go into defense. Now, Phantom absolutely dominating on this Sombra. Man, not only just the individual hacks that the player was getting, but then the EMPs. The first one was a 4-piece. The second one got all 6, and that was all she wrote. All progress, all defensive stands were null and void. Canceled check, your check bounced, and you're probably going to jail, otherwise known as spawn. And man, great work, great coordination from the side from Inde here as they come back with a vengeance against the side from Rapid.
And now, Inde going on the defense, hoping that fantastic assault will be enough to tie up this match. In that vein, looks like they're bringing us the Ryan Zarya once again with the McCree May here to put the hurt down, Moira and Lucio to keep the team alive and standing. From the
I really
offense,
like the double flyer. I really like the double flyer that they brought out on the first defense
I
there.
agree.
I don't know why they swapped off of it.
Oh, look at this interesting defensive posturing. They're going to hide on this stairwell. What an aggressive stance Inde is taking here in the beginning. Rapid coming out with the Orisa Sigma. They're going to bring the Killer Queen comp in Ashe and Echo. Very popular comp these days, but they are caught completely off guard. The Blitzkrieg defense just storm over Rapid, and, oh, well, with a rapid fashion, they're going right back to spawn.
I mean, to play the alliteration, he is a poet and he doesn't know it, ladies and gentlemen in chat. Oh my goodness, the alliteration was just absolutely on point there, my friend, and I'm so appreciative of it.
Oh, well, thank you. Trying to keep the people entertained. Oh, speaking of keeping entertained, here comes Cap on the Pharah. Finds a quick early kill onto the McCree. Hard counter gone. And now Cap's gonna have all the room in the world to lay these rockets down. 2 kills and 2 rockets. Moira May both gone. And Rapid opening up point A like a can of worms. Cap does eventually go down. They had lost their Winston in the process, but the res coming back up. Now Phantom returning to the battle, making his presence known. Picks off 2 with the Peacekeeper before finally getting taken out by Lightwolf. In the end, Rapid picking up some progress. First tick already on the board. Here comes the second, and they're going to get this card rolling.
Yeah, they are indeed.
Might get the
gonna
stall. We are getting the stall.
No.
Tracer got the contest. Here comes the Hammond back onto the point. Oh, can they actually hold this thing? The kill down onto the Moira. Great shooting from the Tracer right on the head. Follows it up and takes out the Mercy. Both supports down at the hands of the Tracer. Now, Koyuka swaps over to the Hammer, duplicates the Hammond, should I say, throws some mines on the point, but it's not enough to scare off this defense. And Tracer, oh my goodness, what a performance there. Get this retake and deny the point A pickup from Rapid.
It's like 98%, 93% is what they had. I mean, the point was theirs. And man, what a recontest. Minute 45 left in the time bank. Not many ultimates used on the defense either. I mean, the Deadeye was used, and I don't know how much good effect, but man, the swap to the dive offense was absolutely crucial. And I mean, they almost got it. And now, you know, the defense coming out, the dive defense.
We're going to get some mines to start things off from Sasuke. Barrage coming in over the top, does not find anything this time. Phantom is ready for it, takes him out. Tracer picking up a kill onto the Echo as well. No more damage dealers here for the attacking team. Nitrosoft is trying to range his way to victory, but there's just so much there in the way. Cyber Ninja dropping his own Primal Rage. It was a lot of angry Winstons on the point. Now Ball returning to battle, but Rapid not done here as Cap and Nitrosoft come up with a pair of kills, and they might be able to hold on to this thing. They're going to get the Lucio as well. Cyber Ninja falls, and systematically, Rapid able to take control and finally pick up a point on the board.
Yeah, but that was a minute 45 that they just took off the time bank for Rapid here, and that is exactly what they needed to kind of stall the aggression coming from Rapids here. I mean, Inde is just, they put up a hell of a stall there and really reclaimed some time, because I thought it was going to be like 5 minutes in the time bank, and as it stands, 3:10 to start this point.
Rapid did a good job of finding those split spawns, taking advantage and picking off a couple members of Inde, kind of delaying the defense here, but not by a whole lot, as the engagement is going to take place right in front of the saloon. Sound barrier coming out on the defense, as it is just an all-out brawl on this point. Winston's and Hammonds dancing all around each other. The defense trying to focus down the duplicate of Koyuki, but not before the Primal Rage coming out. Back to 1,000 health goes the Echo, and just swinging away, flailing those fists like no tomorrow over this point, and assisting and Rapid cleaning up here. And they're going to continue to make progress down the streets of Hollywood.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you've got 2 ultimates online for the defense, almost a third in the coalescence for Jeepers Reapers, but 3 ultimates online already for the offense of Rapid. And, you know, is there going to be a contest? I do believe so. I think that Cyber, yep, he's going to go ahead and invest his Primal Rage into this fight and get it started.
Coalescence thrown in from the defense as well. Cap was trying to drop that barrage, but got hacked out of the sky, fell down like a rock. And the Diva right there to clean up from the defense. Tracer picks off Koyuki and has the pulse bomb in his pocket, ready to go. In their pocket, should I say. And find the kill onto the Mercy. Nitrosoft goes down as well. Tracer picking off the Moira, and the defense will hold on here on the back of point B. Just 73 seconds left on the clock for Rapid to make something happen.
Yeah, and the big thing is that they have EMP available. We saw what Phantom did on the attacks phase, and now that is available to them. You know, could deny both a mine and a barrage depending on where they launch it from.
Where is Phantom? Phantom is just down here right on cart. Nothing real fancy going on. Gonna throw that EMP. Finds 4 with that one. Nitrosoft goes down early. Cap and Koyuki soon to follow. Manual hack onto the Wrecking Ball, and oh my goodness, that's just a sad sight. A hacked Wrecking Ball just, oh, it hurts my heart. Good cleanup coming through from the defense, and one last shot here for Rapid.
Yeah, and self-destruct coming up online for Krepful on the Diva for Inde. Not very much in the way of ultimates except for Lightwolf, with the Coalescence rapidly approaching, and you've still got the Tracer's Pulse Bomb ready to go. So this is going to be a very difficult take if they're going to try and get any more progress here in the street space.
Soft and Suzuki swapping over to the Orisa Sigma. Early pick coming from Cap, who swapped over to the McCree. Able to pick off the Mercy with the Peacekeeper, but the self-destruct finds one. Diva finds another, and Cyber Ninja picks up one of his own. Defensive Coalescence coming out over the objective, and as the overtime wick starts to burn, we got a tie game here, Billy.
Yeah, I mean, that was what the doctor ordered. That's what you need to do coming out of control, and if you lose it, come out into the hybrid and then just assert your dominance. So, you know, we've seen this happen quite a few times through our playoffs here. You know, the first one map usually goes to the lower seed. For some reason, it's happened throughout almost all of our matches here in the playoffs, and then the higher seed generally will come back and storm through the hybrid map and even things up and put us on an even kill. Man, what a coordinated play, though. Composition swaps in the middle of the match is we're coming fast and furious. I mean, we went from dive to death ball to double shield, both teams doing it on the fly.
So true.
And, I mean, it's the most exciting kind of Overwatch you can watch. It's just the chess match. It's what we want to see in the top tier of our sport.
Absolutely. Gotta love the pick and counter pick. It's one of my favorite things to watch, and to see those strategies unfold. Very excited. Good work here for both teams so far today. As we're 1-1 going into the half. We're just going to take a very quick break, but we will be right back with our assault map. We hope to see you there. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, my friends, to the Console Overwatch Multi-Tier Tournament. We're here with our PlayStation Tier 6 matchup between Inde and Rapid, which is all tied up here at the half. Rapid have chosen Hanamura for our assault map this evening, and Inde have chosen to go on the attack. So, they're confident that they're going to put up a good time here to start things off. What do you think, Billy? What are your thoughts going into Hanamura here?
I mean, based upon what we just saw, because that was obviously our first match, or our first map here in this series, the DPS duo for Inde are absolutely nutty, and they have come to play indeed. And you know, the Sombra play from Phantom was absolutely nasty. Loving to see that. The tank lines, the ability to swap on the fly like that and immediately get into another meta is just mind-boggling to me, because I struggle just to stick with the current meta and throughout an entire match. So seeing them do it on the fly in the just the one part of the either attack or defense, they're just ready to fly and change it on the fly. So, you know, I'm really looking to see what Inde's going to bring out on the offense here. As man, they just put on a clinic as how to duo and really focus fire down once a hack target was available. Phantom did so much work. I think there was 2 EMPs there once they had switched to the Sombra in the streets phase.
Rapid going to the defense here, bringing us a little Ash Junkrat to put down some hurt. Orisa Sigma protect the front line. We're going to get Ryan Diva coming out of Inde on the side of the attackers. They're going to teleport right up to this high ground, and Sigma had just jumped down from. I don't know if that was fortuitous or unlucky. Either way, there's going to be a clash on the objective. No holds at the choke here. Maywall splitting off the front line, but a great immortality field thrown in the mix from Hojin. Able to keep the defense alive. No casualties just yet. But 58% progress already here for Inde, seemingly for free. Didn't even need a kill to get over halfway through this point. They are going to find first blood, taking down Sasuke. Koyuki not far behind. There goes the Orisa. Capped finds himself D-meching a kill, finishes off the baby Diva, but it's not going to be enough to fend off this assault. That's a lightning fast point A here for Inde.
Yeah, good news for Captain Siler, though. Bob already available to help contest. And as we all know, the spawn advantage for the defense here is going to be huge. But, I mean, you've got both support ultimates ready and available to the side from Inde. I mean, they can just basically aggress on the point. You just got to watch out for the Bob.
Coalescence coming out. Soundbarrier as well from the attackers. The tire is thrown in. Did not seem to find what it was looking for, but Cyber Ninja goes down anyway. Blizzard coming in from the offense. And we're going to get a couple trades, but the defense emerging with the advantage. And they're going to take the fight win here. Back to the drawing board goes Inde.
Not so fast. Grateful getting a couple of kills there in the pilot form and just trying to contest and be a gnat. Got the Met back even. But that's going to be a quick jump off the map if you don't take the hyper to your head.
I think that whole endeavor was just charging up the ultimates of that Orisa and that Sigma.
Yeah, Phantom looks like going over to the Sombra. Oh, Lord, that's going to spell trouble for Rapid here, as we saw what happened during the Hollywood Streets phase and the attack phase for Inde. So you're going to have to watch out for the little Mexican hacker.
We're getting Cyber Ninja onto the Winston as well. Tracer taking up the namesake hero. Gravitic Flux to start things off for the defense. Hack does come through onto the Orisa, but they're not quite able to tear her down. That fortified just too much for them to try to work through. And Suzuki and Koyuki both having some room to work, finding success, lighting up the kill feed.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Tracer doing the best thing is just getting out. Nice little exit kill, though, with the Sombra Moira duo, which is not something that you normally hear about, but hey, it's a thing. Looking at Grateful, got a self-destruct online. Great placement, takes out the Sigma Bullskunk.
Oh, what a self-destruct indeed. Transcendence thrown in at the last seconds, I think to protect the Zenyatta from that. But already a man down. Trace is going to pick off that Zen. Riptire comes through, but Koyuki gives his life for the tire and does not find any success. Now Tracer just tearing through this back line. The Coalescence helping out immensely. Cap goes down. Suzuki goes down. Already 78%, 89%. Here comes that third tick through with lightning fast time. 3:31 left in that time back.
You know, and that was just pure measured aggression. The self-destruct thrown in by Krepful there, just taking out the first bit of shielding, and it was all cleanup from there. And then a final EMP coming out from Phantom and denying the Doomfist, you know, kind of roll out, seismic slam, uppercut, and then rocket punch. Nah, you get MP'd, you get deleted really quickly. Jeepers Creepers really keeping the team up in the middle of that mid-fight with a very well-timed Coalescence and, snapping it around and taking out the Tracer of Koyuki. And it was all she wrote from there.
Yeah, it was a fantastic Coalescence. And that's just one of those things where it's the timing of that ultimate is oh so crucial. A couple seconds too early, a couple seconds too late, and it just gets a fraction of the value it otherwise would.
Yeah, I'm just so surprised. I mean, she just snapped it like 180 and just melted poor little Tracer, and there was nowhere the little squishy could go, and splat goes the bug. So now looking at the defense from Inde here, looks like they're going to do this blitzkrieg thing again.
Oh, I love this blitzkrieg defense. Catch people off guard. I mean, you're just throwing them different looks, and then every time they come out of the gate, they're wondering and they're trying to guess what's going to be up the sleeve of the defense here next. Well, and right now, it's up close and personal with this Reaper May composition. They're going to chase them down. Oh, what a funny turn of events as they follow them down the street here, right out of point A. 3 kills, lighting up the feed. They do lose their Zarya in that fight, but the rest of the kills going the way of Inde here, putting up a great first hole.
Yep, and a stacker kill coming up on the Sasuke Uchiha. A little Naruto reference there. Trace on the May is putting up some serious numbers here, but look at the ultimate charges for both teams. Actually, you know, even though the defenders did take the brunt of that blitzkrieg, they actually got quite a bit of ultimate charge into it.
Rapid coming back in. May walls kind of splitting off everybody. The walls are closing in here, my friends, as Rapid's just going to move into the small room with the mini, see if they can recharge some cooldowns for making their movement onto the point. Walls coming up from the attackers, trying to split the Reinhardt up from the rest of the pack, but Coalescence there to keep him alive and burn through the remainder of that wall. Now in response, Rapid's going to throw down a Coalescence of their own as they look to push onto the objective. Graviton Surge coming online, but the Blizzard from the other way. Bubble used to protect himself, but Suzuki did not have one for Reinhardt. Cap's going to go down. Hojin not far behind, and the defense put up another great hole with just 2:30 left on the clock.
Yep, and once again, you know, a little bit of a consolation gift for Koyuki, getting the Reaper out. Reaper's going to have Death Blossom coming back in with a couple of tank ultimates, not too far behind in the sound barrier to keep him up, but Grav available. Looks like we've got Shatter, also Deadeye, and his sound barrier.
Graviton Surge coming out immediately, but the sound barrier is there for Inde to keep them alive. Oh my goodness, the self-destruct in the small room finds 2. I'm honestly surprised it didn't find more, but the cleanup pretty easy from there for Inde as they just swarm in and demolish any remaining members of Rapid left in that tiny room. And it's back to spawn they go.
Yeah, it looks like Phantom did invest the Death Blossom into that as well, so that is off the board for now, but you still got Coalescence available and Shatter for Cyber Ninja almost online.
On the other side of things, Blizzard and Deadeye there for the attacking team. Blizzard gets eaten. Krepval with the nom-noms onto that Blizzard. Coalescence now coming out from the defenses once again. Rapid places themselves in this tiny little corridor. Maywell coming up to split off the Reinhardt, but The Coalescence there from the attackers to burn through a section of that wall, keep that Ryan alive and standing, and it's Cyber Ninja who goes down. Krepvol not far behind does indeed get demeched by Sasuke. Graviton Surge in their pocket, no need to even use it. Here comes point A, might even be able to snowball this thing, Billy.
Yeah, I mean, they've definitely got the ultimates online with the Shatter Grav and also the Deadeye online. Tracer's got the Blizzard to kind of stall them out there, so you know, you're going to have to watch. There's nothing to eat the Blizzard either, and they don't have any kind of an ultimate to kind of sustain them through it. So they're going to have to be very careful with their pathing positioning when they go through this, because Tracer is looking for a little bit of a snow cone.
I think it's going to take an early kill onto that Mei will be the ticket. Cap does have the Deadeye coming out directly. Oh, pull the trigger on. He does. He gets the Mei. Oh, but the Graviton Surge gets eaten up. Kripful again denying ultimates. That's 2 already in just as many minutes. Now the Blizzard does come out from the defenders. That's going to spell doom here. Well, excuse me, from the attackers, spelling doom for Inde. And, well, Rapid, they're going to pick up some progress. Wow! I thought that they were just going to be so far behind in that time bank, but the snowball is real, and they pick up point B with a quickness.
Yeah, and I'm not sure why Tracer came out of the ice block so fast. Either because you can't destroy it, can you?
Negative.
Through a Deadeye?
Negative.
So I'm not sure, because he popped it, went in, then he popped right back out. And I think that you wait for the duration of the Deadeye, and or at least as long as you can. Maybe your cooldown for your wall comes back up, and you can, you know, shield yourself from any kind of fire on that. But other than that, I'm not sure what the pop there was. So a little bit unfortunate there, and you know, and on the other side, you know, Phantom had gotten Death Blossom in that, so you know, you could have probably comboed the two together. But I mean, the focus fire and the aggression shown from them, it was just so much, so fast. I mean, the Coalescence absolutely kept them up, and that's what you like to see. You like to see a real quick snapback from the attackers there.
Yeah, Jeepers Rapers so far absolutely getting tons of value out of that Coalescence here today. Now going back on the defense, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, Rapid, you know, really showed their teeth there. And I mean, 33 seconds, you know, that's basically a walk back from spawn, depending on where you're at. So, you know, depending on how Inde decides to defend here, depends on whether or not there's going to be a snowball into point 2.
Inde taking a much more traditional defense. No crazy blitzkrieg this time around. Similar pathing coming through from Rapid as they run into the small room, but this time they don't linger. They use that speed boost, get themselves onto that high ground and away from the incoming danger, something they failed to do a couple of times on their original assault. Now the battle will take place on the objective. Maywall coming up, but it's just a little early, not able to do any divide and conquer. On the other side, the Maywall used to open up the path, which Rapid just circumvents the bell, goes around and picks off Cyber Ninja, follows it up with a nice D-Mech onto Krepval. And that should make the rest of this real easy to snowball. They're going to get that 3rd point on the board after a bit of cleanup.
Yeah, I mean, that was a very fast shatter gotten by Entrysoft. And, I mean, just taking down Cyber Ninja in the beginning of that fight, that was all she wrote. Quick cleanup from there. Gonna have about a minute 20. Yep, minute 20 left on the point, or on the time bank, going to point B to see if they can get 4 points out of this overtime period.
Nope. The Deadeye Coalescence online. Let's see if they can use anything with it. Shatter coming out on the side of the defense. Found one is the follow-up there. Coalescence coming out from Rapid as they're trying to hang on here. May force the ice block up, but not before finding a pair of kills, including the main tank and the primary source of healing. Oh, this snowball is looking very real. 1 tick already picked up here. Deadeye coming out. Cat finds 1 with it, and 1 prior to it. The Graviton Surge denying any contest. And wow, 4 points on the board in just a minute and 21 seconds to pick up both points.
Yeah, I mean, faster than you can blink your eye, it's done. And, I mean, 39 seconds with an original 2 minutes in their time bank. That's not only economical, that's blazingly fast. And maybe a little bit passive from the side of Inde there, maybe resting on their laurels for that extra 33 seconds.
Yeah, hubris can certainly get the best of you, and if you're trying to play too slow, too passive, you don't have that sense of urgency, you can suddenly find yourself overwhelmed. And even in that initial defense, they didn't try to press the issue into the small room like they had done previously, and that worked really well for them, though I will admit, Rapid did a much better job of quickly pathing around on that first point, and then snowballed it splendidly.
Well, I also think that Koyuki there put a really nice angled wall that kind of prevented them from actually getting into that small room with them. So I think that's really what got them the positioning and the pathing that they really wanted there. And then, just the high ground contest and aggression onto the point is what really sealed the deal for them in, taking down Cyber Ninja first. That was all she wrote.
No, it's Inde's turn to see if they can put up 4 points as well, match that blazing fast assault that Rapid just showed us. They're going to bring the Symmetra out, teleport right over the objective, wall off the McCree, and Capt goes back to spawn before he even get a shot off. Now Maywell coming out on the other side. It's going to force Cyber Ninja into the thick of the fight here. Charge comes out, but the counter charge right there available. Jeepers Reapers picking up a kill. Light Wolf knocking Gripval off the side. Zarya goes into the pit, but Phantom striking right back, finds 2, make that 3 kills on the Symmetra. The microwave beam proving too much for Rapid to handle.
Yeah, and Legs comes out and isn't even able to drop the biotic field to keep itself up. So that's a very fast time also from the side from Inde. Looks like they're going to have maybe 2 minutes on the dot as they go into point B. 2:01, I'm sorry, I was off by a second. Go ahead and send me the bill for being wrong.
Yeah, don't let it happen again.
But I mean, snowball ability, Shatter online right now.
We have the defense sitting up on the high ground. Inde going to teleport up to the sniper nest above the katana and just drop directly onto the objective. Bubbles coming out as Intrisoft trying to get aggressive, press the issue here. Earthshatter coming out on the side of Inde, only finds 1. The Shatter from the other side, similar result, just finding the Reinhardt. Dueling Coalescence over the point, and Intrisoft cannot survive. Suzuki goes down as well. No more tanks standing here for the defense, and Photon Barrier up for Inde as they're looking to close this thing out. May still on point, tosses out the Blizzard, but gives her life in the process. And Inde able to avoid that, just kite around the Blizzard, nobody froze it up, and they continue to clean up. Lightwolf throwing a sound barrier in to see if they can stall for some time here.
Look at Sasuke Uchiha up there on the ball, absolutely stalling out right now, stalling for his life. Here comes the Graviton Surge coming out from Grepful. That's huge. Big Blizzard coming out right now. That's going to take out Kyoki on the Doomfist, and now it's just cleanup. They've just got to get all the cleanups done in 40 seconds left in the time bank.
Yeah, it's just Winston left on the point. You do have a Cap sitting on the high ground, I believe, trying to pick off as many members as he can, but he eats an icicle right between the eyes. But he does manage to find 1 kill. 5 members of Inde left here on this point, which means they won't be able to produce just as fast a time to kill, but nevertheless, the kills come through either way, and they're going to put up a comparable time. 19 seconds separating these two teams as we head into our second set of extra innings.
I mean, we're getting bonus Overwatch, and there's nothing wrong with that. Both blazingly fast times, and the snowball was real. A little bit better of a stall out from Rapid there, as they brought the Doomfist. They no EMP available that time to stop the aggression. But, in the end, 19 seconds separating them here, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what they're going to bring out here on the defense.
We will get Rapid on the defense once again, as this time they emerge with the slight advantage. First time it was Inde with the time advantage. Entrysoft and Suzuki coming out with the Ryan Zarya. Once again, no big surprises there. We will get the May Reaper put down the hurt Moira and Lucio to keep the team alive. Inde's showing us a bit of dive, but they still have about 17 seconds to change their mind on that.
Yeah, don't want to get debated as of yeah. There looks like there's some swaps going through. I like what I'm seeing. If that's actually going to be the case, there, they really got a lot of value out of the symmetric teleporters, both on the first and second attacks. And I think they're just going to go ahead and abandon it this time, and looking for a little bit of range damage from the winged Egyptian.
Yeah, bringing the Pharah into the mix. I like it. I like showing him a bit of a different look here. Change at the eye level, something unexpected. Pathin around to the far right side once again. The tanks are going to go move in. See if they can put some pressure down while Phantom is raining some rockets from outside. The fight itself is going to move into the courtyard area, but Cyber Ninja goes down. Tracer falls as well as the D-Mech coming through. And it's going to be back to the spawn. Here it goes Inde. They only have 20 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that. I think you need to have better shielding if you're going into a Ryan Zarya comp. I mean, you got 10 seconds to get in there. So what do? You're just going to have to basically rush your way on there. And now he's going to have to get through the wall. He can't even get through the wall.
Oh, no! Can they have in touch? 1 second. Oh, the boop keeps him off. There's the Lucio. The Lucio snuck in the back and was able to get the overtime wick burning. But at what cost? Phantom able to find one, but they drop run on the way in. Phantom goes down as well. Coalescence coming out from the attacking team as they're desperately trying to make something happen here in the overtime of our second extra innings. Coalescence from the defense attempting to stabilize, but they've lost Koyuki on the May. Honan whittled down low. Oh, and there goes their primary healer as well for Rapid. Sound barrier thrown in as the Moira is gone, and they need some staying power here if they want to win this fight. Captain's going to take out Cyber Ninja, but entry stuff goes down as well. No more Reinhardt standing for either team. The Reaper coming back into the fight. 3v3 on this objective. You have a Hanzo and a Tracer versus Reaper Ball Lucio, and offensive Lucio coming back into the battle. Suzuki does take out that Hanzo. And now trying to smash down the Moira. Jeepers cannot survive. Just the Lucio and the Tracer left on point as the attacking tanks return to battle. 4v3 on the objective, favoring Inde. Both Hammonds trying to spin around and stall for as long as they can. Cyber Ninja is going to drop as Tracer's in the backline trying to deal with the Winston. But back on the point, Kremville able to knock Hojin off this side. Blizzard coming out from the defense. So as this fight has drawn out long enough for both DPS ultimates to come into the mix from the defense. Deathloss have thrown in and is going to take out Kremville on the Hammond. Pulse Bomb through from Tracer, but it's not going to be enough as she gets booped to the face. Round 5 complete. No progress picked up from Inde.
Man, but they were very close to getting that one little tick that they needed. And I think that would have been enough to win this. So now, when conditions set, you just got to get that tick. But it's only 1:19 on the time bank, and I don't know if that's enough time to really get in there. I mean, we saw them get almost 3 different tries to take that point. So speed is what's going to win here. How fast can you get in there, and what can you do to disrupt the defense? So maybe bringing the Sombra in with a Junkrat, or maybe Bastion. I mean, Bastion could always shred down shields fast if that's the way that they're going to go. Also the Symmetra. The Symmetra could have fried a lot. I think if you would have brought the Symmetra back into the point there, I think they could have actually taken that and gotten themselves back to point faster with the rotations that they were trying to bring in there.
I was kind of surprised they didn't go to the sim once they were forced to make that 20-second engagement.
Mm-hmm.
I was definitely expecting to see the Symmetra come out, and I think it would have served them well. But as it stands, they were trying to muscle it through with the Tracer and did not have any luck.
I mean, they get the Pulse Bomb kill onto the opposite May, so I mean, it worked. It just wasn't enough.
Well, and Koyuki was able to return to battle, drop the Blizzard down, and it just made life a cold hell there for Inde.
It was a cold day in hell, wasn't it?
It was indeed. Now, Inde back on the defense with the Ryan Zarya, Reaper May. Ryan Zarya from the attackers as well, but the May wall, much better this time. Nevertheless, the defense able to break it down, but Inde finding 3 kills as they take the battle in the small room once again, remembering they had found such great success in there earlier. And they're going to chase Rapid right back to spawn. 48 seconds on the clock.
Yep, Cyber Ninja got a huge amount of ult charge there, too, in that battle. The May wall from Koyuki actually blocked her healers from getting any kind of healing into the people there.
We're going to get an offensive mid wall coming up. Now the defensive wall's there, but Cap able to just chew right through it. The Reinhardt no worse for where we're getting caught on the wrong side of the track. Caps is going to take down Kripval on the Zarya, but Phantom answers right back, and Entry Soft is gone. Back into spawn you go. Another kill for the Reapers is just which Reaper can kill the other team the quickest here. Coalescence coming out from Inde, trying to see if they can maintain and give their Reaper the edge in the battle. Indeed, Phantom takes out Koyuki, but Cyber Ninja once again falls. Suzuki on point. Oh, and the big Death Blossom coming out from Phantom. He's going to get 2 kills before the Graviton Surge emerges from the other side. That's going to find 2 kills as well. Just the Hammond and the Tracer left on this objective versus the Rhine Zarya and the Moira. Just the right teammates here for Rapid, and they're going to take Hanamura. Whew. And a 2-1 lead here in this match.
Woo, that was the match that never ended. And, yeah, I mean, just I think containing them in the small room as long as they did and allowing for the 1v1 battle on the point is what Rapid really wanted to do there. And they separated the healing from the people on the point. It was just a pure duel at that point. And, you know, I thought that it was going to swing in a battle once that Death Blossom was dropped. However, there was a Graviton Surge available to Sasuke Uchiha, and that was pretty damn good, not going to lie.
It is not 4 there. I'm hit the wrong button on that one. That is a 2-1 lead. I accidentally typed the map score into the team score. We're not done yet. Rapid did not suddenly get 4 points. We're not done yet. That map score was 4-5. Oh man, that was one long map of Hanamura. All offense, my friend, just like pure aggression.
Now, once again, we are in the position where the lower seed is actually on match point. And it depends on where we're going to go. As we see that we have had the question asked of the captain from Inde. I don't know. I can't tell which way they would want to go.
Yeah, going into Escort, I mean, we've seen a couple of different choices here. I wouldn't be surprised to see some Eichenwald, honestly. But they may want to keep it a little bit more close quarters. You know, perhaps a Route 66 maybe, which you could. Yeah, I mean that's a tough call. It's a tough call. We've seen a lot of Sim. We've seen a lot of Reaper May. We've seen some interesting DPS choices. The Sombra Dive, though, could work really well on Route 66. Maybe even Numbani. No, wait, no, Numbani's a hybrid. I meant Watchpoint Gibraltar, excuse me. Could be a good choice here for Inde if they want to continue running the dive compositions. Might work well for them.
Well, I mean, the choices here in the CGL playoffs, we've got Rialto, Havana, and Route 66.
Oh, indeed. They don't include WPG. Unluckers.
They don't. I know. One of the best maps. It looks like that... oh, boy. It looks like Team Inde has chosen Rialto, and Rapid wants to defend.
Okay. Very good. So no side swaps here.
No side swaps, and it doesn't look like there's any subs coming in. I'm just looking at it right now. It looks like Inde is ready to go in, waiting for an answer from Rapid. But, I mean, this is going to be a map where the aggression has to have that push and pull for both sides. So, you know, as I see that both the teams are ready, we're going to go ahead and head into Rialto. And, you know, we always talk about the corner of death, one of the hardest corners in any map on in Overwatch. And I'm really excited to see what is going to be brought out here by the defense from Rapid as, you know, big points on the board. I mean, this is match point for them.
Yes, sir. Yep, Rapid looking to close this thing out right here and now.
It would be the night of lower seed upsets.
Oh. Sorry, just doing a little update on production here. Bear with me just a moment.
Yeah, so I mean, as we look at them coming out, you know, it looks like We are going to see a little bit of the Ryan Zarya again coming out on the defense from Rapid. Hojin and Lightwolf going with the Moira Lucio support core to keep their team up and afloat. Captain Seiler showing us the Reaper, and they'll bring Reaper May out here. So lots of CC and burst potential here from the defense. And as we get close to the gates opening here, 5 seconds to go, looks like we're going to see a little bit of Ryan Zarya in the tank line. Ana Lucio for the healer core, and then also mirroring what Rapid is bringing out, we've got the May Reaper, and looks like they're going to hold up very close here, almost a copy of the Blitzkrieg that Inde has shown us on defense a couple of times here.
Yeah, I just camped right outside the door, and Cap's going to pick up first blood, taking the Reinhardt down on the other side. Hojin getting into the mix as well, finds himself one back into spawn for a bit of a reset, goes Inde.
Oh man, they're up in their faces, and you know, we weren't able to kind of put some backstory into this match, but apparently these two teams hate each other. There is a lot of bad blood between these teams, and I think it's being shown right now in the BM that's being shown by Rapid towards Inde. There's a lot of hatred on this field right now.
So far, it looks like Tracer getting a lot of work done on the May here for Inde. Kyoki going to go down. Entry Soft goes down. Lightwolf, the good boop, is going to throw Phantom into the drink, but otherwise, Inde looks like they may have found the ticket to at least get out of their spawn doors.
Yeah, as long as they can get these two cleanups here. I mean, there's still some Wraith available, and yep, I mean, just look at this. Hojin not willing to give up a single meter of progress to Inde here, and that is a full minute and a half off the time bank. They haven't even got to the first corner yet, Bullskunk. This is amazing stuff.
Yeah, but I'm worried that the stagger kill onto the main healer of the defense is going to make it a little easier for this team to push through. Oh, the Coalescence showing up just in time to help protect from the Graviton Surge, but Entry Soft cannot survive the charge. The nano boost onto Cyber Ninja was too much for him to handle. Now he's going swinging into the pack. Finds 2 more kills on top of that. Phantom finding himself one as well. And that late kill did indeed prove disastrous here for Rapid.
Yeah, the nano was invested in. Now, you know, you looking at Inde, you know, they've got the shatter as it just comes out, and a little bit of a sound barrier to keep them up should they be able to have it. Reapers, Jeepers Reapers is throwing haymakers with these anti-nates into the tank line of oh gosh.
Yeah, Koyoki throw a big blizzard during that as well. Does eventually go down, but look at the health bars for Inde. Every single one of the tanks in DPS are below half health. They are scrambling to find their healers, and they cannot find that safe embrace. No safety release valve for you here, no pressure relief. And the defense are going to hold on here at the point A choke. 75 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Rapid right now, as I lost my tongue there for a minute, just couldn't wrap my tongue around Rapid. And
happens to the best of us.
It does happen. I mean, but Hojin swapping off the Moira and going on to the Ana of their own, and that is exactly what they need right now.
Yeah, now we're into a pure mirror comp defensive Graviton Surge coming out. Captain thought he was going to Death Blossom for sure. Opts not to, and that might just be the death of him. He does eventually press the triangle button, finding 2, but there were 3 kills on the other side. Tracer putting a 4th in that. It's going to be a 4v2 advantage for the attacking team, and they will put that first point on the board.
Man, you had
a bit of a late contest coming through. Rapid trying to make a liar out of me, but Earthshatter throwing it into the mix. Blizzard from the offense as well. The 2 support ults invested from the defense, but not enough to deny that first point.
No, but I mean, the late contest, you know, it's going to make your spawn that much worse too. But as I said, you know, there's some hatred between these two teams, and we're seeing it play out on the battlefield here right now in the streets of Italy as we approach the corner of death. Looks like they're both going to take the high ground here, as somebody's going to stay on the payload and keep the progress moving. But it's going to be a 6v5 basically here on the high ground.
Now, Phantom got his Death Blossom ready. He's going to open it up on that high ground. Picks off 2, including Entry Soft, so no more shields here for the defense as they try to hold the corner of death. Meanwhile, on the ground level, Cyber Ninja and company just pushing it right on through. Cyber Ninja just decided to stand still there for a second. Not quite sure what was going on there, but Cat able to find himself a kill before getting picked off by Cripball. Entrysoft and company returning to the battle, and we're going to get a bit of a fight here at the back of point B. Suzuki finding a Phantom, and he's going to go down. Earth Shatter thrown out. Just hits the Zarya, but it might be enough. The counter Shatter there, and denies the follow-up onto the friendly Zarya, but Suzuki nevertheless able to pick off Tracer on the Mei. Here comes the Graviton Surge. 2 kills for that, and the corner of death will belong to the defensive Rapid.
Man, that was a nice anti-nade thrown in there by Hojin into the Grav, and there was no way to keep the tanks up in that line, and all she wrote. Now, for the offense, nothing really on the board. Looking at it, you've got Blizzard almost there, but you've got Nano and Sound Barrier ready to go for the side from Rapid, and the Deadeye, looking for the flank from the Cowboy.
Yeah, right now just sitting at the bulk of the pack right behind his Reinhardt, ready to defend his main tank in battle. Gonna go ahead and throw that Deadeye down, but wonderful Mei wall from Tracer, able to block that wall. Cyber Ninja does eventually fall to the Peacekeeper, and now Cap trying to put his attention onto the Ana, but just slept antied. And now the Ana getting aggressive onto Cap, trying to chase him down, does get that kill. Entrysoft picks off Phantom though, and the Ana was the last to survive. Rapid maintains control here.
Yeah, and 20 seconds left on the time bank as they start to aggress here on the high ground. Payload's moving backwards. Koyuki has Blizzard available to kind of stop them. Shatter also available. And it looks like if all else fails, you do have the Graviton Surge that's going to be coming up online for Sasuke here very closely.
It is indeed Cripball dropping the first Graviton Surge into the mix. Phantom able to follow up on that and deny Suzuki the ability to use their ultimate, as they are all the way back in spawn now. Earthshatter coming out from the attacking team, and Entrysoft goes down. 2 points on the board here for Inde.
Yeah, I mean, that's just great awareness of knowing where the tank ultimates are going to be at. Nice ultimate tracking from Inde here. They're just kind of pushing their luck at the very end here. Just dragging it out almost to overtime both times. And their time bank is going to be very slim should they be able to get it all the way through here.
Graviton Surge coming out of Suzuki. There's the follow-up there. Entrysoft finding 2 kills, goes swinging into the pack. The anti-nade was denying the heals coming through from Hojin, or excuse me, from the other side, from Jeepers. That was just a great play coming out of the defense.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it was just what the doctor ordered, and man, now you've got a couple of really impactful ultimates. Nano, maybe a Nano Death Blossom. Blizzard being thrown out right now by Tracer.
Cyber Ninja able to push through. And Cripfall finding 2 kills on the back of that Blizzard. Entrysoft does eventually take Tracer down, and Suzuki gets a kill onto the counterpart Zarya, but not before they can pick up a kill onto the primary healer of the defense. And now the nano boost onto Cyber Ninja as they continue to push into the Cathedral, but we're in final fight territory here, Billy. One chance for Inde to push this thing home.
Yeah, I mean, depending on if Phantom can actually get into the back line of no.
Well, he's going to try.
Right now.
Yeah.
Yep.
But it's going to be the only ultimate online. That's sort of the back. It does fine, too, but the sound barrier comes out on the side of Rapid. Now, Anti into the pack, denies the healing on to Entrysoft as well as Koyuki. Suzuki is going to go down, but in the end, the defense will emerge victorious through this bare-knuckle brawl. Koyuki on the Mei, kind of the lone standing member left on the objective itself.
I mean, that was just great coordinated play. I mean, they basically ran themselves out of time, waiting for certain wombo combos to come up. And, the defense from Rapid there was just absolutely stellar. They never really broke. And when they did break, it was like in overtime or like 30 seconds left. So good stuff coming out from Rapid here. So Rapid has their win conditions set. They are, as you know, on match point here. They got to go 69.35 meters to take not only Rialto, but take the entire series out of the clutches of the 2 seed here in Tier 6. aside from Inde.
On the defense goes Inde. Ryan Zarya at the ready. Reaper May here to put the hurt down. No big surprise from this composition. So far, the attackers showing us something similar, as they have a Reinhardt Zarya of their own. The Ana Lucio, the difference being what we're seeing here so far, it's going to be capped on that McCree versus Phantom on this Reaper.
Man, I mean, who's won so far? I think that Koyuki has actually had the better blizzards, but Phantom has had the better other projectile DPS as for the other DPS in the slotted role that they have.
Phantom immediately putting the hurt down onto the Zarya, wasting 0 time, getting into the thick of it as we are getting the up-close and personal defense coming out of Inde. Trades coming through onto the tanks. Nice stun onto Phantom, and Cap does pick up that kill. Rapid making short work of this Blitzkrieg defense, and they're going to get this card rolling.
Yeah, I mean, anti-nades once again is the name of the game here, coming out of Hojin, just keeping not only her team up, but also denying the healing resources from the healing core for Inde, and Rapid is having a very rapid aggression here to the end of point A as they get around the first corner. Nice Maywall throw it up to deny that damage coming in.
Did not do enough to split them off from the rest of the pack, though. Crepball does find the kill onto the May, so it's going to prompt a little bit of kiting coming out from Rapid as they just to play a little defensively, waiting for Koyuki to get back into battle. We do.
Yeah, now what you... Well, go ahead.
I was just going to say, we do have Deadeye online here for the attackers, and it looks like the May has rejoined the rest of the pack. Cap going to push around the bank, finding himself a little bit of flank angle while the front line goes right up Main Street. Here comes the Deadeye. Deadeye finds 2 inside the Graviton Surge. Had opened it up with a beautiful pair of headshots onto Phantom on the McCree of the defenders there. What a great play coming out of Capsular.
Yeah, and now, right, they have the ability to kind of get up here and push their way, make sure that they do get that first point under their belt. As we come over the bridge here and approach the corner of death, you've really got to watch out for the blizzard coming out of both Tracer and Koyuki. Also looking at Light Wolf on this Lucio, he's got almost his sound barrier ready to go.
Yeah, Earthshatter Nano Boost available for the defense. Expect those to come out directly. Indeed, there's the Nano onto the Reinhardt as he pushes in. Entrysoft is going to be the one throwing out his Shatter. Cyber Ninjas was used in the process as well, but did not seem to find much sound barrier thrown out from the offense as they try to push in with a nice ante onto the bulk of Inde here. Maywall used from Rapid, swinging away onto that Zarya, and they're going to glide around the corner of death here, Billy, and they still have a Blizzard in their pocket coming up on another Graviton Surge.
And it looked like there was some suicides into the river there, but actually it was Captain Seiler throwing out a massive flashbang, and they actually fell into the river because of the flashbang.
Dueling Blizzards. This is getting very cold here in Rialto. Pair of kills coming through for each team, but there's no more tanks available for the attackers, and that's going to make sustaining this push way more difficult than they're going to want it to be, and that's going to prompt a reset.
Absolutely. I mean, dueling Blizzards, but Seiler has another Deadeye already online. Phantom going to have a duel with the Cowboy, maybe some tumbleweed in the streets of Italy. Spaghetti Western, anybody?
A little showdown at the OK Corral happening in Rialto. Well, it'd be funny to see them just go head-to-head, like just a one-on-one Deadeye. But I seriously doubt that will be the case. Hojin's going to fall early. First pick here of this engagement. Cyber Ninja actually finding a pair of kills as he's just getting hyper-aggressive inside the top of the Opera House. Suzuki answers back, but ends up killing themselves with a bit of that secondary fire. And this defense, well, they maintain control here at the corner of death.
Yes, and I mean, that's exactly what they need. They need to kind of stop the aggression being shown by Rapid here because, match point. They've got to have enough time and the proper resources to repel what they're bringing in from Rapid. So Inde's, kind of got the upper hand in the ultimate department right now. Looks like they might be on better pace to get their Graviton Surge up too.
Yeah, Earthshatter, Deadeye, and Sound Barrier all at the ready. Intrasoft does have a Earthshatter of his own, but early picks coming through for the defense, and it's going to prompt a bit of a soft reset here from Rapid. They try to push back in. Crip ball pushing in deep. All right, Suzuki, I mean, going in deep. Earthshatter coming out from both sides, and they just simultaneously lay waste to each other's teams. Not a whole lot of follow-up to either. Graviton Surge there from the defense, but it's Suzuki's Graviton Surge who gets the better end of the deal. Tanks just throwing ultimates left and right, but Suzuki lighting up that kill feed, finding 3. Looking for more. Can he get it? Yes, finding 4. Not done yet, not resting on his laurels. Ah, Hojin stole that 5th kill. We will get a bit of a stall coming through, but a massive advantage here for Rapid on the offense.
What a risky pin going through the wall there. I thought they might have been able to, I thought that Intrasoft might have fallen into the river on top of the boat there, but actually getting it there, and that's going to be capture of point 3. 227, 69.34 meters. That is the standard set by Inde here. Ultimates really in favor of the attackers here from Rapid. They're going to have the sound barrier to keep them up should they decide to drop some ultimates on them.
We're going to get the Deadeye coming out from Cap, but there's a Blizzard in his way. Not only that, but a Maywall goes up to deny any value out of that ultimate. Good news here for Rapid as there was 0 follow-up on that Blizzard. Both teams still at 6v6, and now the Blizzard coming out from the attacking side. Cyber Ninja frozen stiff, gets caught out. The Graviton Surge able to find a pair of kills as well. And Rapid on course to push this thing home. Take the 3-1 victory here in this series. Is there anybody to stop them? No, there does not seem to be. Rialto goes to Rapid, as does the 3-1 victory here today.
That is 2 lower seed upsets of their higher seed counterparts here in the tier 6 now.
I was double checking that. Rapid is actually the 4th seed to Indy's 5th seed. So Rapid is actually technically the higher seed. This one was pretty even.
Yeah, definitely even. And I mean, that I was just going off what was reported to me. Bad people out there for not telling me what it was. But still,
I had to go double check just to make sure.
Rapid actually, yeah, I mean, they were ready to fight today. And man, did they ever fight. And 3-1 match victory. The series goes to them. They're going to go into the semifinals. I'm not sure who their opponent is, but let me tell you, the DPS duo coming from Inde really put the team on their backs tonight. Not enough to keep them up and give them the win. The tank line, though, the tank line of Rapid absolutely setting the pace. Sasuke Uchiha on the Zarya, putting in so much work. That's going to be my personal MVP from what I've seen today.
Giving it to Sasuke?
I'm going to give it to Sasuke.
Yeah, I like that. I like that pick. I will absolutely mirror that. You're a flex tank, off tank, however you want to call it here for Rapid. You're a player of the match. And Sasuke Uchiha.
Sasuke Uchiha.
Well, before we close it out, we're going to take a quick look at our playoff bracket. Rapid moving on into the semifinal round, and they will be taking on the #1 seed in Suavemente here later on in the week.
Suavemente. Oh,
Suavemente. You have to like lower your tone by a few decibels there whenever you say that team name. Yeah, they're going to be facing off against Suavemente.
Suavemente. Bueno sabor auténtico de Mexico.
Well, we're having a little bit too much fun here, chat. We better shut it down. Close it out. We're going to call it a night. That's going to bring our broadcast to an end. Thank you so much for hanging out with us this evening. It has been a pleasure and a privilege bringing you these PlayStation matches. Billy, I'm excited. We jumped the gap here. We're closing, we're bringing peoples together across the console scene. Well, that's my story at least.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like my PS4 cherry's been popped now. So yes, I'm actually excited. I mean, great play. I mean, I don't see any difference between the two, other than my thumbs kept hitting each other on this itty bitty little controller. I have big paws. Just saying.
Well, we can work around that.
We can work around
I'll
that.
give you some tips on that one here after the broadcast. Special thanks to Headrammer for not only producing for us today, or at least lobby hosting and taking care of the communication with the teams, but also for bringing us that fantastic announcement. GOATS tournament coming up in July. Y'all keep an eye out for that. And in that vein, go follow Console or CGL on Twitter at Console Gaming LG. Be sure and drop us a follow while you're there. Our Twitter handles are up on the screen as we speak. But we're going to go ahead and say goodnight, my friends. Thank you once again for hanging out with us. Y'all remember to look out for each other in game and out. We will see you soon. Have a wonderful rest of your Friday night.
Bye, guys. Love y'all.